This is something just a little bit special, all right? Very, very special, in fact. It's called Flip for Food. That's the slogan for a charity event taking place right now, this morning. It's ongoing. It's happening now while you're in your kitchen or in your garden or in your car. One man and one oversized tire. His name is Andrew Gray, and he is flipping flipping and tipping a huge tyre all the way to York. And he's joining me now. He's paused. Oh, Andrew, how are you?
Well, I was vaguely coherent and kind of okay 3 hours ago when I spoke to Anna. And first of all, fantastic that she's lost so much weight. Because if we need a message out there, it's everybody needs to get fitter. And then whatever viruses that might be going around, we're more capable of coping with them.
Well, Andrew,
yes, I'm just coming up to Bootham Bar.
You're coming up to Bootham Bar?
I spoke to you lovely people a while ago. I thought I'd be at the mince by now, but boy, it's got harder.
And it's got hotter. Just stand there for a moment, have a little breather if you can, Andrew. You're right. You said that earlier you spoke to Anna, and that was 4 hours ago. That was at about 7:30. Just listen to this. Here we go.
I wanted to raise money for the York Food Bank or the Trussell Trust, because I think we're going to be coming to a time of sustained difficulty for the poor. So I started at the bus stop in Skelton on the A19, which I think is about nearly a mile and a half behind me now. I thought I'd probably get to the Minster. It's about my 5K.
Are you planning to be finished during Clair Frisbee's show between 10 and 2 then?
Yeah, definitely. Unless I'm going to drop back to your car park, leave it there and go and get my car.
Brilliant. Don't you leave us your tyre. We'll be done for fly tipping. Yeah. I love that, Andrew. I love that. So you've all the time that we've been nattering away, everybody else has been getting on in North Yorkshire. You've just been flipping over this tyre.
Yeah, and you initially said rolling it or pushing it. If only that was true.
It's not, is it? You're actually doing it almost end to end. Is that right?
Yeah. So you get hold of the rim, when it's flat, and you just push it over and over. Over its height and depth, and that's about 1.6 metres a flip.
Wow.
And literally, I'm just by Bootham Bar now.
I love that. You're stopping traffic. Anyone that stops traffic, we love you.
I haven't. This is the biggest junction I've had to go over.
Do you need to go over it, or can you talk to me, Andrew? Because I'm worried about your safety.
I can absolutely talk to you. But yes. But I mean, thank goodness for traffic lights. Because anyway, so how are you doing? And what can we say about the food bank or something important?
Well, absolutely. No, all of it's important. Andrew, you're important. First of all, I'm stunned by this because I've done a little bit of this in my time, and it is exhausting. Are you pretty fit normally?
Well, yeah, you have to be quite fit to do stuff like this. So, my sort of 3 peaks in Yorkshire would be kind of 8.5 hours. I did the National 3-Peak Challenge all by myself in 23:08. So I'm moderately fit.
Do you think you've got a special gene that not all of us have got, which says, I've got to get out and I've got to keep fit? I mean, do you genuinely have any days when you think, do you know what, I can't be bothered?
No, I don't. I'm only 5'2", and in my teens, I realised, I was never going to be tall, and if I ever wanted to get girls, I had to be sort of fit and healthy all the time. And it's just kicked in. I did a bit of rowing and obviously coxing at my height and weight. And I've just always maintained it. I hardly ever have seconds because I look at food and say, I love you very much, but you're going to kill me and I'm not going to eat you.
Wow.
And I've just maintained fitness throughout my life, really.
That sounds quite brutal on yourself. Do you have any treats at all?
Well, again, so that's a great question, but let's break it down. What is a treat? I mean, and I'm not being difficult with you, I'm just saying you treat yourself by treating yourself well. And of course, I like a pavlova just like anybody else does, but I just have a tiny amount. Because I just think that a little bit of self-control is what we all need a little bit more of if we're to sort of maintain a healthy lifestyle. There's an elite sports expression, which is, I do today what other people won't, so I can do tomorrow what other people can't.
Oh, wow. Listen, Andrew, I'm writing that down. I'm loving that. That's fantastic. We'll get you to repeat that at the end of the interview. Like that. Now, it's quite interesting that we're talking about food and you're talking about almost denying yourself food, or rather getting it in a balanced measure rather than denying it. Because you're actually doing all of this for the food bank, and this is for people who access the food bank who simply don't have the food. They don't have that option, do they, of saying, I won't have another piece, because they haven't even had the first piece, have they?
Quite right. I mean, things are going to be tough, and, I don't want to this to be political, but it's going to be tough for, 2 or 3 years, because whenever the economy gets squeezed, it's the poor and social services that get squeezed first. It's always been that way, and I can't see it changing. We just don't have the money.
I don't think it is about getting political. I think it's just about getting human, isn't it? I mean, this is the reality. How do we give to you? Because what you're doing, I mean, can I just point out that there's not a cloud in the sky? It's flipping hot. And you are, I bet you're sweating buckets out there, aren't you?
I'm only 52 kilograms. So, I mean, I think, so I'm not trying to show, I think my BMI is only around 19, 20 anyway. So... Yeah.
Amazing. So you are really putting yourself out there, aren't you? You really are. You're doing it. So how can we, from the comfort of our armchair, how can we sponsor you to make sure that this money goes to the food bank?
Yeah, absolutely. And that was my concern as well. So I haven't got anything complicated. Here's my Just Giving page. Just simply, and no matter where you are in North Yorkshire, if you're in the immediate York area, you might want to give to the York Food Bank direct, and just, type in York Food Bank, and it'll come up and it'll give you a donation section. And if you're not in the immediate York area, a lot of other food banks, Malton, Harrogate, and other ones, are managed by an oversight group called the Trussell Trust.
Yeah.
And if you type in that and give to them, again, the money all goes one way or another into a very similar pot. And that's how the food bank organisation is structured.
Brilliant, Andrew. That is very simple. The whole concept is very simple, except that you are seriously putting your back into all of this. Give us an idea. You're on Booth and Bar Junction at the moment, stopping traffic. Yeah. We love that. We love that. Yep. Where are you heading to?
So all I have to now is get as far as the Minster. And I said to her I was going to then roll it back to your car park. I don't think I can be bothered to do that. I'm just going to hide it near the railing somewhere and scamper back and get my car.
I love that. If you need a lift, give us a shout. We'll get you back.
Oh,
all right?
Yeah, you've said the perfect words. In order to maintain social distancing, I won't breathe.
I'll just put you in the boot. It's quite simple. Socially distance in the boot.
I could fit in there. That'd be no problem.
Andrew Gray, you are a real inspiration. Before we go, I want you to say that slogan that keeps you going with your fitness one more time.
Sure. So it's I do today what other people won't. I'm tearing up, so that tomorrow I can do what other people can't. And it's so real for many people these days. If they don't get a grip on the weight, if you do catch a virus, you're 40% more likely to die in hospital with a virus like we have today if you're overweight. And by overweight, I really mean obese. And so I'm just begging everybody, try and find another way of dealing with your emotional pain. I fully understand comfort eating, but we've got to find other ways of dealing with those empty moments in our lives rather than food, because it will kill you. And as I was saying to Anna, 300,000 people died last year with obesity-related illnesses. It's just an ongoing thing that anybody in the health service will tell you about. And I know it's tough, I really, really do, but we've just got to get focused and find other ways of staying trimmer.
Andrew Gray, we thank you very much indeed. I salute you, sir, as you keep flipping that tyre all the way to the Minster. This is for you.